You know, in your song, right? You said you want to fuck Dr. Umar, right?
Yeah.
So how would you shoot your shot with Dr. Umar?
But I love a Pan-African king. You know,
King Kong.
King Kong consciousness. I'm very pro-black, so I care about my people. And I feel like if I was to pick somebody to fuck on, it would be Dr. Umar. And that's what I said in Grinch. Fuck Dr. Umar, leave him woke right now. I want to fuck Dr. Umar, leave him woke right now. Because I do got that woke pussy.
We must handle the business before the back shots.
If I was to meet Dr. Umar, he would shoot his shot with me because he gonna see me
Oh.
black chocolate conscious queen that need a little guidance and daddy issues, and I feel like he know exactly what to do with me.
She fine too. Lord have mercy. Might have triplets.
What a joke. You know, all these years I've been on this conscious thing, trying to raise the level of consciousness of our people, holding myself accountable, trying to be different, trying to put a clean glass next to a dirty glass. Because a lot of us come from the dysfunctional things of our community. A lot of us partake in sexual deviancy and drug dealing and the murders and all kinds of stuff that go on in our communities. And when you begin to get enlightenment and elevate yourself past that, you start to want different, and then you go out and you produce a different type of lifestyle. You try to be an example of showing our people that it's possible to do the right things and stand away from all the dysfunctional and normalized dysfunction. Well, what Dr. Umar is showing is, first of all, this is a man that does a lot of talking. He has a lot of accomplishments, individual accomplishments. But as far as building, Dr. Umar is not an actual builder. He's an intellectual. And in the black community, we have too many intellectuals and not enough builders. You have to have economic strategists, religious and intellectual people, and then builders. You need all three of those to work together in order to build a community. Umar is not a builder at all. You know, Umar has been talking about building a school for 10 years, and he's produced nothing. But in this pro-black consciousness or sector, you can now produce ratchet behavior and just say, hey, I want to meet with Dr. Umar. And you just get rewarded with being able to meet Dr. Umar when you have a background of doing pornography on you could just Google Sukiana and she has porn. She's talking about eating booty holes, and she's leading droves of women astray and partaking in sexual deviant behavior and normalizing it. She's doing all kinds of things, right? The problem that we have is in our community, a lot of black men and pro-black people, we haven't built anything to the point where we make the people that's partaking in sexual deviancy, they have to respect what we're doing. They have to come to us for employment. They have to come to us and be on board with what we're maintaining and creating. But let's listen to some more and I'll come right back.
Umar, and I will make him woke right now. She said, I want to be intimate with Dr. Umar, and I will make him woke right now. That's what my sister Sukiana from Wilmington, Delaware said. That's what my sister Sukiana from Wilmington, Delaware said. That's what my sister Sukiana from Wilmington, Delaware said. And then she said, if Dr. Umar met me, he would shoot his shot because he would see that I'm a chocolate, beautiful, conscious queen in need of a little guidance and some daddy issues.
What I'm saying is this is a direct failure of the community at whole. She shouldn't feel empowered to say, hey, I'm going to meet with Dr. Umar, and I bet you she's saying I'm Suki with the good coochie, and basically when I'm in his presence, he's basically going to fall off his square and acquiesce to that which it is that I want him to do. That's basically what she's saying, because we're looked at as a joke. People that's trying to stand on righteous ground and people that's trying to do the right things are looked at as a joke. We're not taken serious because you're too lukewarm. A lot of people like to do a lot of talking, but you're not building anything that's going to make the black community actually respect what you're doing. When they come into the room, they know that they got to pull their pants up. They know that they got to act right. That's not being produced in our communities. So now you have You have just people that's not striving to do the right thing. That's actually over there with them with the demon team. We meeting with them now and saying, well, if they change their ways, no. They have to show that they're willing to change their ways first. They have to show that they're willing to separate themselves from all the foolishness. You don't just go over there and just meet with them for what? Because see, she asked her fans, should she go meet with him? But that's actually the show. They actually putting us down. This is not a merge of saying, hey, I want to do the right thing. All of this stuff is for show. Let's look at it a little bit more.
I do want to ask you one question. I seen that you posted a female rapper by the name of Sukiana. Right? What would you say to our good sister about that?
Sister Sukiana. I never heard of the queen before a supporter of mine sent me the video, you know, where she said, I'm not going to use her words, but where she said if I wanted to spend some private time with a man, it'll be Dr. Umar. And then at the end of the video, she says, if Dr. Umar met me, he would shoot his shot because he would see that I'm a beautiful Black African conscious queen. I could use some guidance. I got a little bit of daddy issues. She was very humble. I would be open to meeting with her to see where her head is, because first, it's always politics before punani for me. So what can we do together to build the community? Now, obviously, her content isn't something I could endorse, but it seemed to me that if she's willing to follow my lead, that she might be ready to make a transition from the raunchiness to the righteousness. And so maybe she'll take all her followers and bring them into a more conscious lifestyle. That would be a conversation we would need to have, though. But if she decided to turn the corner and leave that content alone for something that is more conscious and more positive for our daughters and sons, I would work with her.
I know that until we get builders in the Black community, because we got a lot of talkers. I remember there's a period of time when sometimes I wish that I wasn't even woke. I just wish that I was back in Philadelphia, in my community, in the Black community, wanting to do things for my people. But being part of this so-called consciousness culture of a people, I just see a lot of frauds, a lot of people that's not about nothing. A lot of people that do a lot of talking but don't want to build nothing. They don't got Black families. They ain't maintaining nothing Black. They're not working with nothing Black. They criticize and everybody got something to say. And this is why you have people like Sukiana and them that can take advantage or just can come out and just basically make fun of the so-called Black first community. She's saying she pro-Black, but this is not behavior that a pro-Black person exhibits. This is how far back we've gone. It's almost to the part where people that produce married content with their Black wives and husbands and children, they don't even want to see that. They want to see Sukiana because she says she's pro-Black and she's meeting with Dr. Umar. What are we doing? What are we doing? I just liked it better when I was just in my hood, buying property, not being around my group of Black people growing up in a Black city. And I didn't have all these expectations in the Black community. I was just doing what I had to do to better myself and be an example for the people around me. I was happier. Because when you see this kind of stuff, it just lets me know that this is a joke. We ain't going nowhere. The Black community don't want to do better. Because you have to show and prove that you're willing to do better. She can just go in there and say, hey, yeah, I'll bang Dr. Umar. When he see this sexy chocolate, what are we talking about? And he talking about building before back shots and all this kind of stuff and the King Kong of consciousness, and you ain't built nothing. All this stuff is a joke, man. And our children is in danger. The communities is in shambles and in danger. There's no reparations coming to you because Black people don't want reparations. If they did, they would show it in their actions. This is a joke. And we're considered a joke. I want y'all to remember, when you see Sukiana doing this, what do you think all the immigrant groups that come into the Black community and extract our dollars, what do you think they think about us? What do you think they say about us? We're a joke. We're a laughing stock, man. And it's sad. It's sad that a person like Sukiana, who's talking about she about to eat in London, and then she's all over the tabloids for meeting with Umar and all this. Some of this stuff ain't even worth it, bro. It's not even worth it. It's over. It's over. I mean, unless some type of divine revelation or something come, can't nothing save Black people because Black people don't want to be saved. We love entertainment too much. instead of really rolling up your sleeves and willing to do real work. And I'm convinced of that. Wanting to do real work. All of this stuff was for show and y'all fell for it. But I'm going to cut this short right here, man. Leave your comments in the comment section. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.